a lot of women in the groups that are there because they were forced into polygyny. And they do not want to be polygynous, but they also don't want to lose their husband. I call this polygyny under duress. If you've heard that term used anywhere else, it was mine. Okay, I did that. But I noticed a lot of the brothers, they throw the polygyny thing into the mix of the marriage. They may mention it here and there. I mean, I don't know how this is done. I'm guessing, and I'm only going by what I've read. They mention it here and there, about getting another wife, or being, or telling their wife, hey, look at this thing called polygyny. You can have someone to, hold on, my cord. You can have someone to help you with the kids. You can have someone to help you clean up the house. Aren't you tired? I always come home and this and that and the third. But if there was another woman here, then that wouldn't be a problem. So why don't you look into this, that, and the other? And then the women get on Facebook and other social media outlets, and they look up polygamy. They look up poly. I freaking hate that. I hate that, because polygyny is not poly at all by far. But so the husbands tell their wives to look at this thing called polygyny, polygamy or whatever. So then they get on social media and they start looking up things. They even go to Wikipedia and type in polygyny, and oh my God, the definition and the description of polygyny is some old outlandish stuff. I swear it needs to be corrected, but that's another video. But then the women, they request entry into all of the polygyny groups and the poly groups. And these women are miserable. Miserable. They are dealing with all types of self-esteem issues. They are dealing with feelings of betrayal. They're dealing with feeling, rightfully so at times, as if they were cheated on, and basically have to deal with the outcome of the cheating and the affair, which is, this man has now had a full-blown relationship with this woman, and now I need to accept it. There's all kind of stuff going on in these groups. Women that are confident in polygyny get a bad name. For some reason, if you're confident in polygyny and you don't have a problem with your marriage or how your setup is, then people try to look for your flaws. They try to look for things that are wrong with your situation in your marriage, because they just can't believe that, everyone is happy and cool. A lot of these groups have so many women that are worried about things like, if I'm with my husband and the phone rings and it's her and I hear her voice on the other end, it depresses me. It makes me feel sad. I feel so betrayed by her, because she's calling him knowing he's there with me. And they go through the man's phone and they see the text message exchange that he's had with his other wife, and they're upset. Some of the women have taken the pictures that the man's other wife has sent him. They have taken these pictures and they have sent these pictures to themselves, and they use these pictures in the groups. And they say, look at what this hoe sent my husband. Regardless of the fact that this woman is his wife, they are violating so many privacy rules by going into these men's phones, by going into these men's social media accounts, and they are taking the picture and the content that are in these things and are using them in the all-female groups of wives. And they are like, how dare she send him those types of pictures? She's such a this, she's such a that. A lot of the time, men, if your woman does not want to be in polygyny and has made it clear, you need to stop. You do not need to pursue it. You do not need to try to convince her. You need to let her on her own come to you and say, hey, you know what? I've taken time to think about it, and I think I can do this. I see the benefits of the family. I see how it can work. I am willing to go the distance with you in this. If your wife is not saying that to you, and you and your wife is over there half dead, she tried to kill herself, she taking pills, she started doing all types of risky behavior, she's drinking, she's smoking, she's snorting crack and cocaine and everything else because she's depressed because you didn't came and said you want another woman, you don't need to do polygyny with your wife. You need to be monogamous, especially if you want to stay with her. I don't understand how this is like a problem or even an issue. If your woman says no, then it's no. I know it's all good and fine and dandy. You know, the man is the lead and the man decides what happens and what does not happen. However, when it comes to polygyny, if your wife does not agree with polygyny, that's the end of the discussion until she comes to you and says, okay, I've thought about it. There is no, you're going to go have a secret marriage. There is no, you go out and now you're having an affair on your wife because your wife did not accept polygyny. No, you are wrong. You are foul. You should stop. Somebody should pull your coat because you're wrong. You're destroying a whole person because you don't want to be patient and say, okay, you know what, baby? I've been thinking about polygyny. I see how it could benefit us, you especially. So, you know, when you're ready to do this, then baby girl, you come to me and you let me know, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pursue it. But until then, you know, I'll just fall back. No, that doesn't happen. I don't understand it. I don't get it. If your woman is sitting there pregnant every 10 months and she's stressed out, you do not bring a polygyny to her. It's not the right time. Maybe you should wait, you know? Women are really out here trying to kill themselves. That it's bad. A lot of the women are handling the children in the marriage as if they were being divorced. They are demonizing the husband and the additional wife. You know, a lot of times in divorce, the woman is like, you know, she can't be around my kids. You know, she better not talk to my kids. She better not look at my kids. You know, you can't bring my kids with you if you're going to her house, then you can't bring my children with you. Women are saying, you know, hey, you know, okay, you have another wife, that's fine, but my kids aren't ready to meet her. My kids aren't ready. My kids this, my kids that. And it's all usually bullcrap. It's all usually just them trying to like manipulate the situation. And they're just like, you know, hey, I'm not ready. And so I'm gonna use my kids as little pawns in this game because they're the only thing I can control at this moment is my kids. I'm gonna control them. So no, they're not ready to meet your woman. They're not ready to meet your wife. These are freaking red flags, yo. Polygyny ain't. It's polygyny is not like you beat the game, you know, and like all the balloons and stuff like drop out the sky and it's confetti and stuff. That's not what polygyny is. Polygyny is marriage. It is work. It is a family structure. Period. Period. This is not a video game. These are not toys that you're playing with. These are real people with real lives. And if you have a woman that is not ready for polygyny, don't freaking do it. Stop. Don't do it. If you as a man don't even have your stuff together, you as a man can't even take care of one wife, let alone two. You as a man, you've got like 15 kids across the city. You're not with none of the mothers, but you want polygyny. No, dude, you need to figure yourself out. You need to like really develop and get on your game. I'm gonna try to make this video without using curse words because I'm trying to be a better version of myself. If you are not ready to be a husband, if you don't even know what being a husband is, then you shouldn't even try to do polygyny. Like, what's the point? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm in too many groups. I'm in every kind of group you can imagine. And in these groups, it's crap. Men are pursuing these women. Women are pursuing these men and families. And none of them are ready to even do it in the first place. None of them. None of them. I myself am ready, was ready, got married. But even myself, I had to work a lot. I had to work on myself a lot. There was a lot of development in it because marriage makes you develop. Marriage makes you a stronger person. And so people are not even ready for that. Next thing. People are really in these groups pretending as though they are gurus. I don't know if you know me. My name is Benz, DeAndre Benz, whatever. But there are not too many people that I would even respect or listen to in these groups. I promise you. I've been in them a long time. I've been in these polygyny groups for like 4 years, maybe like 4.5 years, something like that. I've seen them all. I know it all. People come into this group and they make splinter groups. They come into this group, and this group is turned down a lot. A lot of times, the group in the past was like, we didn't tolerate much. You know, if you mentioned the word poly, you got kicked out. We ain't had no time to explain it to you. This is like the super league. This is like the elite polygyny group, because we actually have polygynous families. We actually are progressive. We actually do things the right way, and that's what we try to talk about. People come in here and they want to use this group as like a dating group instead of trying to get the information and get the knowledge that we have. They don't want to do that. They want to do their own things. They're full of crap. I wouldn't listen to none of these people. Then you got people in here telling people to block the people that are knowledgeable. You know, it's just stupid. So then, okay, so now you've got Jane. Jane is in a group and she's single. Then you got Joe and Elsa. They marry. They think each other cute. They like the fact that somebody uses the term and the word EYE instead of the letter I and stuff, and or this one likes the way this one is head wrapped and everything. So they decide they want to get together and you know, try to go the distance. But they don't even really do enough background information on the people. Like, is this person that I'm trying to pursue or court, are they even marriage material? Is this person someone that I see as a charity case? Because a lot of the times in these groups, people are trying to go find the destitute. They're trying to go find the person or the wife or the couple that really don't have nothing, and so they want to, you know, get with these people and then shit on them. Excuse my language. I said I wasn't gonna cuss. They want to get with these people and shit on them when they break up. You know, oh, this person is broke. This person is this. This person is that. This person is this. This person is that. Y'all have turned this polygyny stuff into a laughing stock. It is so disheartening because there has been a lot of work, a lot of research put into these groups. There are a lot of knowledgeable people, and people just make it a game. People are really using polygyny as a hookup and a come up, and we all know you don't. You don't have to be polygynous to get some extra something on the side. You don't even need to do that. But then y'all want to come in here and this one is your wife, your wife, your wife, your wife. But then on your other social media pages and outlets, you know, you single, you know, all you got is girlfriends, or, you know, it's just weird. It's just really weird. That's my morning rant. I'm gonna drink my cappuccino coffee. What is this? Hot chocolate. I know it's big. I'm working on myself. I'm sorry. I don't drink coffee, but I just wanted to get on here and say those things because I really have a problem with people that manipulate, use, and give polygyny a bad name. Another thing, sister, if you sitting at home getting your butt beat by your husband, do not come into the polygyny groups looking for another woman to come take that ass whipping with you. That is wrong. If I find out there's women up in this group getting beat up by their husbands, getting mentally and verbally and emotionally abused by their husbands and stuff, and y'all out here courting and seeking women, I'm gonna put you out and I'm gonna put you on blast and I'm gonna get your butt up out of here, because that's some trifling stuff, and it happens. Y'all can't say it. Don't. I know your business. You should stop that. If you sitting there, sister, if you sitting at home getting beat up by your husband and you think having another wife is gonna make it easier for you, it's not. You are a detriment to society, and you should not even be allowed to even say you want polygyny. What you need is therapy. What you need is to leave your abusive relationship. Don't try to bring no one else into your abusive relationship. Don't. It's wrong. If you are a barren sister and all you want is polygyny so you can give your husband a baby, fine, so be it. But make that clear. Make that clear. Make it clear to the sister that, hey, you know what? I really don't want polygyny. I really don't care nothing about this stuff, but adoption is not an issue, so I need you to basically be a surrogate. And that's it. You should really, like, be clear. I don't understand. People are really, like, you know, playing games with themselves and playing games with life, and they're not being honest and they're not being clear. So if you're getting beat up, you do not need to be looking for polygyny. If you, sir, brother, if you know that you got a tendency to put your hands on your wife, please do not come up into these groups looking for another wife. If I find out, I'm not your sweetheart, sir. I'm sorry. I'm married. I don't even know you. Should be, hey, sweetheart. I don't know you. Anyway, if sir, if you are beating your women, if you are beating your wife, then I'm gonna need you to not be up in these groups looking for women. If I find out that you're in here looking for women, and I know for sure, that you put your hands on your women, you need to stop. Sisters, don't be coming up in these groups using these families as monkey bars. Don't be swinging from this nigga over here. You holding on to this nigga, and now you finna swing over here to this family and see if it's gonna work out for you. And if it ain't gonna work out for you, then you gonna swing back to that nigga. That's not cool. That's not right. Y'all foul. Y'all should stop doing that. That's not okay. This is Ben's trying to tell you about yourselves and this polygyny stuff out here in these polygyny streets is real. And I really pray for you guys because it's really hard. We need to all make better decisions in our lives. We are grown people, and polygyny is not a game. Marriage is not a game. It's real. It's real hard work, and I wish y'all the best. If I have any other rants, I'm gonna make some more videos up in this group. Y'all give me a few hours. I'm sure I'll come up with some more material because I'm about to go troll these polygyny groups again and see what kind of madness people are talking about as far as polygyny goes. Okay, bye.